Kevin's a sissy on the eye makeup. I was trying to put just a black pencil around the big part so you can see his eyes. He's like, oh, break it, point.
Jamming in my eye. I colored in just fine.
Men don't know the suffering we do to look good for them, do they? They sure don't. Everybody, happy Halloween!
Boo!
A day late. This is the adult party at the bar.
Yeah.
We hope it's a contest, but we didn't do a whole lot for outfit. Kevin just got a really big oversized shirt for him to wear so he looks even skinnier. And I've got on a tulle skirt over a little black outfit. And I'll be dancing by myself because Kevin don't dance, y'all.
Unless I'm totally wasted.
And Kevin doesn't get wasted. Maybe once every 10 years, something like that, about what you're averaging. Yeah, maybe once every 5 years. We don't drink. I don't drink at all. So we're coming in my truck because I'll probably have to drive home because I'm going to be drinking coffee. I'm going to be looking for places to pee-pee. Unfortunately, they serve food, and I'm sure they're going to have coffee pot, and I'm just going to tell that girl, I got $10 for you. You keep my coffee pot, you keep my cup full. We'll see how well she does, and she'll get $10. I've done that before, it works. Well, where were we at? We were at some restaurant. We waited a long time. It was in Hot Springs. We waited a long time. I said, I got $5 in it if you keep my coffee cup full on top of your regular tip. She was on it like Donkey Kong. Yep. And we've also used to tell the server we had that if you'll tell our kid they have to behave, we'll give you a bigger tip. He went. Yeah.
Was a little wild when he was young.
Well, till about 4, we really couldn't take him out to eat without major issues. He just, and that was our fault. We didn't sit at the table at home to eat. And so he was always kind of free to hop up, you know. We said, oh, sit down and eat. But, you know, if you're not at the table where your parent can put your fork in your elbow like my parents did, you know, you can't expect them to know if you don't teach them. That's the thing. You got to teach your children. And we're ready to have some fun. We're so ready to have some fun.
Move your clocks back.
Oh, yeah. Move your clocks back. Yeah. Yeah. I think we've come to some, we've kind of come to some decisions today, haven't we? Kind of a little bit. We're working on it.
Definitely getting close on the house.
Yeah, we'll be listing the house by the end of next week. Our problem is having decent weather, and today the sun came out, what, about 4? 3?
Yeah.
You were in Russellville. About 3 o'clock, the sun came out. We hadn't seen much of that thing lately. And
We should be driving into it, though.
yeah, I'm not even going to try to put on sunglasses. I'm afraid it'll mess up my makeup. But we're not very good at makeup, but it's fun, and we look forward to it every year. I was trying to do a Harlequin, although I don't have any Harlequin clothing. I didn't want to spend a bunch of money, but I love the French Harlequin clowns. Not the mime looking, but the really beautiful, sad ones.
I'm more the mime looking.
Yeah, well, he's more of the scary murder clown. He wanted to do he found this real elaborate. Well, I'll try to remember to put that picture in here. Although we're not. It might be copyrighted. We can't. But I tried to do it, and I'm not an artist. And as you can see, my curls are off. I'll just turn my one side of my face at a time to somebody so they won't know that my lines are off. And
we're definitely not professional, but they look good.
we have fun. Kevin, and it wasn't hurt. It's a cream black eyeliner.
She's just putting 80 pounds of pressure on it. Complaining about my skin rolling or something.
It was. It's like the skin was coming with me. I draw a line and pull.
That's a lot of that skin's seen a lot of sun these days.
Yeah, it sure has. He showed up with no lotion or nothing. I need some Botox. I'd like to get some Botox. I win the lottery. I'm gonna get Botoxed up. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna take at least 20 years off. I might even color my hair. How do y'all like this red in my hair? Huh? It was pink. It's supposed to be bright pink, but it didn't. I shook it good too. It really didn't do a very good pink. It's kind of a red pink, isn't it?
My blue is about to color out.
Yeah, Kevin got a good blue. I had him let his hair grow out, so he has something to grab a hold of. He usually keeps it a 1/4 inch on his head. An 1/8 of an inch. It's about a 1/4 inch right now. So that paint, and I spray the paint. And he goes, "Oh,
Right.
that's cold!" I'm like, Kevin, come on! And I sprayed. He's, oh. He was literally shaking.
I don't know if it's quite that bad, but
Yes.
it was cold and it stunk.
See, he has sensory issues to smell and to feelings and things, and so did my son. They're extra sensitive to stuff, and especially when they're not used to it. I said it's just an alcohol-based hair color,
You can smell
and
it.
it's what is it that does to it when it's in a can? What is it they use to make it shoot out that makes stuff cold? You know how you spray some cans and they get real cold, when you're holding them?
Aerosol.
Aerosol, I guess. I don't know. It's aerosol hairspray. But anyway, he would have a hard time. Now I understand. His mother never wore makeup, and his sister never wears makeup. Neither of his sisters wear makeup. I guess they're sensitive to it. Huh? It was funny. I meant to video us doing it, but there was too much cussing going on and wiping off, so I didn't. But there's nobody here to jack with. When we was in Little Rock, we'd be going looking at people, and I never forget. We stopped at one stop sign, and there was a bunch of Hispanic guys finishing up some kind of pipe water work they were doing on the side of the road, and I had one of those long witch's nose and a witch's hat on, and I leaned out the window, and I have a great witch's laugh, and I did it, and I said, "How much for the children?" They all just died laughing. The children! How much for the children? That's not very good. Where am I going with the downs? I don't do the down. Anyway, something stinks. Kevin! Lord! We move, I ain't gonna miss that. I tell you what, that's in fact, I keep a bottle of Febreze in my car, because the chicken houses, it's only when they change them, okay? They've come a million miles on the maintenance and the care and the air quality around them, because I remember how bad they used to be, man. When our son was playing ball 20 years ago, we'd drive down south past all the chicken houses and hog houses too, I think. Oh my God, it would reek all the time, every time we went. I could be laying back asleep and I'd know where we was just by the smell. It was bad, wasn't it? But I tell you what, there's some good hamburgers down there in Warren, Arkansas at the baseball field.
Got tomatoes.
Oh, the Bradley tomatoes from Warren, Arkansas. If you ever get an opportunity and you see Bradley tomato seeds, get them. Because they're a hardy tomato, they like the heat, and they are big and round, and they have their own color. They're a beautiful color, orangey red, and they're a great hamburger tomato, and they're great sliced with, cooked in the oven, you know, with Italian seasonings and cheese on them and stuff. They're just a great tomato. We're going to a Halloween party. Why are we talking about tomatoes? We need some to throw. I picked my green ones because one bush, they literally split like in a spiral on the top. I didn't get the winded down or hang out in time to scream at those little girls. On the highway, out nowhere. I guess I shouldn't do that, huh?
I probably do. I'll peep you on.
Yeah, we might get pew-pew on us out here. I got mine put up. How about you? I got mine strapped to my leg. Where's yours?
You bring mine.
We ain't playing. When we go to a bar, we're ready. Kevin grew up in South Little Rock. What are you talking about? Southwest Little Rock? He ain't got his pool stick. He got his little pew-pew. All the girls thought Kevin was hung real big. It was just his pew-pew. I'll cut that out for my grandkids. We got to tell you about a Halloween party that we went to, and we did not know the people hosting the party. Two of Kevin's best friends invited us to go. They were going, and we said, okay, we'll go. Well, Mr. O'Rourke here took on too much libation, adult beverages, with his two best friends. And I look around, and there's my husband out there dancing with our best man from our wedding. And he won't even dance with me, and he's dancing with his best man.
Dance with you if I'm that loaded. I didn't even know. I didn't
He
know.
couldn't even hardly walk.
I didn't even know we paid for our meal. We told him.
I drove us over to Waffle House. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, 12:30, 1, something like that. And we ate, and I got up and I said, I'm going to start the truck, because I was embarrassed. I had my shirt zipped up all the way. I had tried to rub some of the blood and stuff off. I tried to calm myself down. They knew us there. Some of them knew us there. And I just didn't want to run into anybody, you know, looking like a slut. And I get up and go out and start the truck, and Kevin comes out, and we take off, and I said, well, how much was it? And he goes, huh? I said, how much was the food? He goes, did I pay? I said, oh my God! He couldn't remember if he paid or not. We just kept on going home. I said, I ain't going back. I said, if the law pulls us over, I'm going to let them take you to jail.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, 'cause he walked up there. I mean, they're going to tell him how much it is, and he'll pull it out. But they ain't no telling what he said, because we're sitting there eating, and he dropped his knife, and he got so tickled. He was in tears, and he had the whole bench shaking. It was so funny. And we go home, and on the way home, he's like, yeah, let's go home. We didn't have the kids. It was like, let's go home, man. Saturday night, I'm feeling good. So we go home, and I go in the bathroom to change clothes and stuff, and I come in there.
It doesn't always pay to have too many adult beverages.
I quit having adult beverages years ago. Once every 20 or 30 years I might, but now I'm on medication. It might put me in the hospital if I drink. I looked it up just in case I wanted to have something sweet tonight, you know, to sip on. And no, I can't. Said it might make me dizzy and low blood pressure, dangerously low blood pressure. So I guess if I get really mad and have high blood pressure, I can take a swig of whiskey. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what they meant. Did that popo pull up behind us? Shit. Now's the time to get pulled over.
Come on, soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push a pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things